right, look at me go. Man, I'm fancy now. Except I can't work my electric brake. E-brake? Parking brake? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Again, thank you so much for checking out my last video and subscribing. That means a lot to me. YouTube's been something I've been doing for a long time, but just kind of uploading videos here and there, cars, guns, RC stuff, whatever, and just never really made a connection to get my sub count back up. But I appreciate you guys doing that for me, and hopefully I can keep bringing you good content. I've got my lavalier system on now, so hopefully the audio is a little bit better, and I've got my new fancy camera rig, so see how that works. The weather is terrible right now. I really wanted to get out and do like a cool video of the car and stuff like that, but I guess I just might be able to add that in a little bit later. The GoPro just decided to shut off on me. I was really hoping to get out and do some videos of the car. I still might, if I've got some time tomorrow. I'll probably do a little bit of detailing video on it, and just kind of show it off a little bit, because I know that's what you guys are wanting to see, and me too. I've been really wanting to get a video of just the car itself, maybe some noises, future plans, things like that. I guess I could talk a little bit about that. A lot of people think, oh, well, you have a lease, you can't do anything to it, you just waste your money, you're just giving it back. Well, it's not necessarily true, because really it all depends on what you're trying to do. I've had 3 cars in the last probably 3 or 4 years. I put a decent amount of money down, so I was able to carry through and not be upside down and get good deals. It seems like I was in the pattern of wanting to have new cars every once in a while. So, me keeping a car for 10 years is not really what I was planning on doing, so leasing really isn't that bad of an idea. If you just want to get a new car every few years and you're always going to be in a car payment, well then there's nothing wrong with it if you get a good deal. But yes, obviously if you're trying to buy a car to keep it forever, well no, you're not going to want to lease a car. You can buy it at the end of the lease, and if you get a good enough deal to try to make this, not paying any interest while you are renting the car. So even if, let's say, I'm trying this out for 3 years and nothing comes out that's amazingly better, or the new body style comes out and it's trash, then I have the decision, okay, I might want to keep this car for a little while, or I want to keep it a little bit longer. Then you can go ahead and buy it at that point. Now, the only argument that you have at that point, if I didn't pay any interest, 0.26%, I think I did the math, it's like $50 or something stupid. Basically, you didn't pay any money to make the payments, like you had no interest. Well, you didn't really waste any money, because all you did was pay the depreciation from the moment it drives off the lot to 3 years later. So, everyone's like, oh, you don't end up with anything, you just rented the car. Well, no, you say the same thing to people that are renting a house, renting an apartment. I mean, yes, of course you got something out of it. You got to live in it, you got a place to stay, you got a place to hold your stuff. I mean, it's the same with renting a car. You got to enjoy it for 3 years. So even if you did just rent it for 3 years, what's the big deal? It all depends on your end game. So don't let anybody talk you out of a lease being a bad thing. But make sure you get a good deal. Do it when the money factor is good, low, and the residual value is high. So if you have those two things, and then of course get a decent price on the vehicle, there's nothing wrong with it. The only argument that you can say is, if I wanted to keep the car and I knew that from the beginning, well, it's going to take a lot longer to pay off. Well, yeah, because the whole idea of the lease is to kind of keep a cheap payment. So, if I've got about $43,000 or something left at the end of my lease, well, yeah, that's most people, $44,000 car is not anything to shake a stick at that point. Most people that do at least 5 years, well, yeah, that bumps it up to easily $600-something payment. And then you still have 5 more years to go. So, yeah, it would take a lot longer to pay it off at that point. But if you have such a low payment, while you're doing the lease, you could always save up some money if it's really what you want to do. When that time comes, you can either dump some more money down, like any other person would have done, to buy the car, or take that extra money and put it on another lease if you want to. I'm actually going to come out of this lease, as long as everything in my life stays the same, I'm actually going to have some equity. So I can put that towards another lease if I want to. I can do the similar deal. I can, if there's $5,000 of equity, I can cut half to them, half back to me, without any extra money out of my pocket. So it's not necessarily always a bad thing. It's actually more of a good thing than it is a bad thing. And honestly, I felt the same way. You know, people that haven't leased or don't really know a lot about it, it seems like you're just wasting your money. And I used to think that too. Well, you're just renting the car. You're just renting the car. Well, again, it all goes back to what you plan on doing. So I planned on getting a new car every few years. So why not? Now I can have something that, yeah, I mean, I'll go ahead and say it, that most people, or even myself, can't afford to buy. You know, it's a $70,000 car. You know, even if you had $20,000 down, you're still paying $50,000 on a good day. You know, and that's a $600, $700 payment. You know, and I'm paying less than that, and I didn't put $20,000 down. So why wouldn't you do it? I got off on a little bit of a tangent there on the leasing. I'm defending myself, but you know, I again, going back to thanking you guys, it's been mind-blowing, the response I got from the video. I thought, you know, some people might be interested, you know, to see how I work the deal, but I didn't think it would kind of explode overnight, which is really cool. I've been inundated with emails, and if you guys are watching this before I've responded to your email, just please, I'm trying to get a little breath of fresh air, do another video for you guys. You know, today I had my kid basically all day, and they're taking a nap right now, so I've escaped for, you know, 20 minutes or so just to talk to you guys, and try out the new setup. So I will be getting back to your emails on Monday, and I hope I've helped some of you guys out so far, at least just point you in the right direction if I can. And I've actually got a couple people that have wanted to do business with me completely out of state, just because they're tired of the dealers where they are, and they're tired of the runaround. You know, and I get that. Trust me, when I was looking for this, I just knew what I was getting into, and kind of prepared for it. I've been blabbing for a long time again. I don't even know how I'm going to make another video. No one's going to want to listen to me. So I kind of rambled on a little bit, and I'll probably edit some of that out. But and here I went on to car buying. But it's a really interesting business to be in, and I hope I can keep some quality content coming from you guys. And let me do a giveaway on this video. I'm so excited to be over the subscriber count, and actually that video took me over the hours I need to start, you know, compensating me for some of the stuff and a lot of the time that I'll be putting into making these videos. So I thank you again for that, and I hope you stay tuned and turn on your notifications and all that good stuff. So I want to do a giveaway. I'm going to be doing 2 giveaways here, because one is going to pertain to my Scat Pack people out there, and then one's going to just be a general populace. That way, you know, I don't kind of segregate those people. I know this is a big giveaway, but I was going to probably do it to try to get to 1,000 subscribers, but I'm already there. So I want to give away my my intake that was on my Scat Pack. I actually have one of the custom carbon fiber leg maker intakes, and it's one of the best you can buy. And it's not just the regular intake, the short ram, it's the full cold air intake. So it's a very nice piece of hardware. I'll probably be kicking myself for doing this, but anyway, I'll give it away. I appreciate you guys listening to me gab on, and I think I'm going to turn around and go see if I can still come in my house. Anyway, thanks for watching again. Thanks for subscribing. Make sure to turn on your notifications, comment for that giveaway, and I'll see you next time. Yeah, what you got on this street speed, huh? What you got on that? Ooh, was I recording? Yeah, I'm recording.